And that theme song, dude. The first season's theme
I'm
song.
horrible with theme songs.
What punch? You know that one? It just an epic guitar. What punch? Oh God, I can't hit that high note. What punch?
There you go.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right, I got it.
Worth it just for that. Yeah, indeed.
3, 2, 1. This is OGGR. It's all OGGR news.
Welcome, gamers and geeks. We are here August 24th through the 31st for the year of the great year of 2022 with lots of geeky stuff. I'm here with my good buddy Nick.
And I'm here with my best friend JD.
And this is OGGR.
Old Guys Geekly Review.
Yeah, Nick, he's a great guy. He just got him a very hairy pony.
I did. And it's he's a big boy. 6 months old. It's a Tibetan Mastiff. It's gigantic.
Oh, I know. I saw the pictures and I was like, what in the world is that?
Yeah, he's supposed to get like twice the size.
Oh, jeez.
I know. I'm worried.
You need a saddle for that thing.
Yeah.
Ride him around.
Yeah, he's a big boy. He's got waterfall. We named him Choji, by the way. From Naruto.
Nice.
Yeah, because he's so big, and we're gonna get him. We got to get him a waterproof bandana to keep him from like getting his chest all wet, and then we're gonna put the hidden leaf metal plate on the bandana. That way, it just ties the whole name together with the yeah. It'll be cool.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah, so Raina, my wife's student that came over from Iran, she was talking to Sarah, and apparently she was like, "Is it a law that they have to have dogs around here?" Because apparently everybody's got a dog.
Oh yeah,
which they do, except for me, which I have a bunny. And she was also very upset that she had to pay for health insurance.
Oh God,
Yeah. She's from Iran.
Yeah.
90% of the people have free health care in Iran.
Wow. That kind of puts things in perspective a little bit.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It does. Just thinking about it. So she was really shocked about those two things, dogs and needing to pay for your own health care.
Yeah.
So, we'll hopefully she'll have good experiences while she's here. And I'm sure she will.
Yeah, it's been a very, very busy week. Gamescom kicked off yesterday.
Oh man, I was sitting there watching it and I kept going, man, there's a lot of good stuff going on.
Yeah. Oh yeah. When we'll have to get into it when we get to the video games, but yeah, there was a lot of surprising, like really cool looking stuff.
Yeah, that Gamescom was a great thing this week. We got hit with some really good stuff this week. Dungeons and Dragons had a huge announcement, which I'll talk about when we get to that. So if you're around for Dungeons and Dragons, that's going to be towards the end, right after we do video games. So good stuff.
Yeah, we got it. Should we hop into it? You got anything else you want to get off your chest?
I don't know, man. Things are just good.
Things are good.
I did have an existential crisis with my painting.
Oh yeah.
So so I paint miniatures, and I just I had a day where I was just frustrated. I couldn't get things to come out like I wanted, and I just about chucked everything. And I don't do that very often.
I've known this guy for like 2.5 years now. I've never seen him get mad. Maybe one time, and it's not like a normal mad. It's like a nice mad.
I'm just. Oh gosh darn it! Tiddlywinks.
I didn't mean it in like a bad way, but you've got a fuse that's so long. It just seems like I don't know. Like it would take an immense amount to get under your skin.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why. You played
Tiddlywinks.
Yeah, you played into it perfectly.
Okay, all right. On to movies.
Movies.
What do we got? Have you watched anything?
I have, man. I've watched quite a bit.
Oh.
Okay, so Dragon Ball Super came out in the Dragon Ball Super Superheroes has come out in theaters. Got its American release finally.
Dragon Ball Superheroes.
Yes, and it actually outperformed Beast.
Oh, by like twice
Yeah.
the amount. Yeah, they brought in 21 million domestically, and that's almost identical to its entire international run.
Yeah.
And way more than its Japan run.
Yeah.
So impressive. Congratulations, Dragon Ball.
Yeah, so we gotta talk about. Okay, so Broly was in the movie, but he got like a very small part. Didn't hear him talk or anything like that. And I thought I read online that the voice actor for Broly is in trouble for something. I did not take that note down. But he wasn't even a part of this movie. No credits. And Broly didn't really talk. If he did,
Okay.
he like, do the anime voice grunt tool stuff. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, he got it. Now let's talk about the animation.
Okay, so what'd you think?
Okay, so we got 3D animation and earlier because if
You
I
are
go-
not a fan of 3D animation most of the time.
most of the time I am not. This though, like I'm starting to come around to it just because of the way you can zoom in on backgrounds, you move the camera, you can pan the camera around people, and it looks kind of seamless and stuff like that. And if the animation mimics hand-drawn animation, it just is nice. It's really nice, and the way they did this, it really does. It mimic hand-drawn animation. I like it. I like it.
I think with anything, if you cut corners, it's not going to turn out well.
Yeah.
3D animation is not the saving grace of everything, but if you've definitely got some people who know what they're doing, who have a good artistic eye,
Yeah.
Even 10 years ago, somebody could pull off 3D animation if they had the right, talent, money.
Yeah.
But it's great to see that it's probably easier now.
Yeah, it makes for some really epic shots.
Yeah.
That you just you'd have to be an exceptional artist to be able to animate some of that stuff as excuse me, as smoothly. Sorry, maybe eating a chicken salad wrap was not the best before we got started on this, but
Yes, Gamers and Geeks, the Chicken Salad Edition, Episode 8.
Yeah, just be thankful you're not smelling this hot garbage breath of mine.
Jeez. They probably feel it right now.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, yeah.
You like that?
So Dragon Ball was good.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we had to get back on track. Yes, Dragon Ball was good. I'm coming around to the 3D animation. Don't sleep on it if you're a Dragon Ball fan. Oh, that also reminds me. My brother-in-law sent me a video of people. Okay, so Dragon Ball's in Fortnite. My brother-in-law sent me a stupid video of all these like commentators talking about plays of the week and whatever, and these people cannot say Kamehameha. So we got Kamehameha. And then Kamami Mama or something like that. It was terrible.
Come on, mama.
Yeah. And then my boys are telling me that people like say that, like his friends from school says Rick from Fortnite, like Rick Sanchez from
Sure.
Rick and
Yeah,
Morty.
yeah.
But they say Rick from Fortnite.
Oh, like that's where his origin
Yes.
is. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Or like Wolverine from Fortnite.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Or
Oh.
Deadpool from Fortnite.
Oh, I feel
I know.
I feel
I
like
know.
the next generation might.
I've never
yeah.
wanted to get ran over by a cruise ship more in my life.
Oh,
Okay, let's
man.
move on. Okay, Top Gun Maverick. That came
Yeah.
out yesterday. I bought the bundle, so I
For
got
streaming.
Yes, for streaming, not digital, or digital, not physical. So,
And it
watched
just became the 6th top grossing movie.
Yeah.
It just beat Infinity War, I believe.
Mhm.
So,
and
Nice.
well worth it. Yeah, it. It's a 2-hour movie. It didn't really feel like it was 2 hours.
those are the best kind.
And it was kind of always just moving forward. There were some callbacks to the original stuff like that. How deep do you want me to go with this?
It's one of the top movies this year. Go deep.
All right, so Goose, his wingman from the first movie, his son is in it, and they him and Maverick have a little bit of button heads and stuff like that. But holy crap, dude! I was like, usually I'm pretty good at predicting movies, but this one, like, all my predictions were wrong.
Wow, that's good.
So, yeah,
That's good.
so that, like, when that happens, it's a very, very pleasant surprise. So, yeah, if you haven't seen Top Gun 2 yet, what the hell are you waiting for? Dude, just watch. Especially if you're a military movie buff. Maybe even not. I mean, it's a great movie.
It sounds like everybody's enjoyed it, regardless.
Yeah,
so.
it's every bit as good as the first one. if not better.
I have to admit, I still haven't seen it, but I'm going to.
Yeah.
Just a matter of just finding the time in my schedule. It's weird because it's almost like anime and video games, and I'm always swamped with all kinds of stuff there.
Yeah,
but I will find time.
Well, that's why we're good. We're good. We're a good team.
Yeah.
You cover the stuff I don't cover.
Yeah.
And I cover the stuff that you don't.
And
cover.
between the two of us, we cover everything.
Well, no. Yeah.
No.
Mostly. No. Probably not. There's probably a lot of stuff we miss.
Well, yeah, but that's what the people who are listening to us need to like go to the OGGR Facebook page and add stuff like, you guys totally missed this.
Yeah,
this is good. So
call
that's
us out.
Exactly.
Help us improve.
Yeah, there we go.
All right. What did you watch any movies?
I did not. I did not watch any movies.
You got any news?
Well, we got some stuff coming up. We got so like you said, Dragon Ball Superhero beat out Beast. But our man Idris Elba is going to have a second chance because coming out this weekend is 3,000 Years of Longing.
Okay.
So another Idris Elba movie. He's starring alongside Tilda Swinton for that.
Isn't she the?
She's
the
the
Doctor
ancient
Strange.
one.
Yeah.
She's the ancient one.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I don't know. It's actually going to be a really tight race, I think, next week. Because Dragon Ball Super, if it falls like 50%, will be right along the possible top runner. 3,000 Years of Longing will probably make somewhere around there. So it's kind of a toss-up about what's going to be the best. But there's also this Samaritan, which is Sylvester Stallone.
Oh yeah, where he's a superhero.
Yeah, and that sounds like a pretty cool flick too. So basically, he's for some reason he's no longer a superhero, and young boy finds out that he's kind of in hiding or whatever. So that looks pretty cool. So next week, the box office has at least 4 decent movies that'll be vying for that top ranking. So we'll see what happens.
Who's going to come out the champ?
Yeah.
Post your predictions.
What about your prediction? What do you think?
Oh, God. I don't see Samaritan being up there just because I haven't
seen any publications for it, not publicity.
I've seen a little bit, but I feel like it's because of the pages I follow on Facebook and stuff. So I'm going to have to say, and Sylvester Stallone's kind of past his prime, obviously. Yeah. So, God. So, okay, so we got that one. We got the 3,000 Years of Longing, Dragon Ball Super again, and Beast are the 4.
And Beast didn't get reviews that I think are good enough to elevate it back into the running. It made like a little over 10 million.
Well, and I've never heard of 3,000 Years of Longing, so.
See, now I've seen more about that than I have for Samaritan.
It's that algorithm.
Yeah,
it gets you every time.
I'm going to say 3,000 Years of Longing is going to come out on top next week, but it's really any of them.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping Dragon Ball Super does. That way they'll bring more anime movies to the theaters.
And it's got a good shot.
Yeah.
I mean, good reviews. Even if it drops 50%, it's probably going to pull in more than 10 million again.
Yeah.
So it's got a good shot.
Okay. You got any other news?
Thor: Love and Thunder is going to be hitting the Disney Plus on September 8th for streaming.
Nice. Okay, I was wondering when they were going to release that date.
September 8th.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man, I can't wait.
Good stuff.
Yep. You're not invited to the orgy.
I missed that scene.
That was such a good scene, dude. Russell Crowe, dude. Can we just give him a shout out for that little curtsy skirt thing he did?
Russell Crowe, you did an amazing job.
Yeah, that was great, dude.
We now appreciate your acting skill so much more.
Yeah, you've done nothing of significance before this. Gladiator was poop compared to your little lifting your skirt up and running down those stairs. It
was good stuff. Yeah. It was good stuff.
And Gladiator is one of my favorite movies. Anyway, let's get back on track.
So television?
Oh, actually, I've still got a couple movie things. Okay, so there's a new Hellraiser movie coming to Hulu.
Ooh.
And that was Hellraiser was one of my jams when I was that was my scariest horror movies, because that was my family was big into church, or my mom's side of the family was big into church and stuff like that. So that just scared the shit out of me. Demons coming out, because what are you gonna do to fight off demons?
I'm not a big horror fan.
Yeah.
But growing up, maybe it was just the 80s or whatever, it truly was the chance to hook up with a girl.
Yeah.
Because most of the time, I don't know why, but watching a horror movie in a group of people, you would find out who likes you.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, because they'd latch on to you. They'd find a reason to be close to you.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. That was the only reason I enjoyed horror movies.
My move with all my girlfriends was I'd bring them back to my place and I'd put on Mystery Men. And it never failed. I always we just wouldn't watch the movie because like they'd just be so bored of it.
Oh.
Yeah. So that was my secret weapon. Okay, so there's a script that's been written for National Treasure 3. And Dan Harmon, moving on.
I have to admit, I liked those movies.
They were pretty good.
I don't know, a lot of people are kind of down on them, but I really enjoyed them. They're just kind of nice, fun flicks, and I liked that.
Yeah, I kind of dug them too. It's been forever since I watched them though.
Oh.
Okay, so we got Dan Harmon says a community movie is a matter of if, not when. Wait, is that right?
When, not if.
Yeah, it's probably when, not if.
Yeah,
there we go.
Yeah,
there we go. We'll do a little switcheroo. Okay.
Community, it fits for Community, though, to do it back.
Yeah. We got our first look at Knives Out 2 Glass Onion.
Oh, cool.
And that's coming out on December 23rd to Netflix.
Same cast?
A different cast.
Craig still in there?
Yeah, Daniel Craig he's going to be the detective still.
But we got everybody else will be new.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Dave Bautista is going to be in it. There's a few other heavy hitters. Edward Norton's going to be in it.
Oh, I like him.
Oh, yeah. And then the last bit of news that I just found out last night that I got, Val Kilmer wants to suit up as Batman one more time.
I saw that, and I was thinking it was so fitting because now they're obviously going to have to work around his physical conditions.
Yeah.
And it would be a great time to really do Frank Miller's run justice.
Mm-hmm.
Because, it is about the retired Batman, the one that is not quite physically capable of doing the crime fighting like he used to.
Yeah.
And I would love to see that. Because I love Val Kilmer. He was one of those actors I grew up with.
Yeah.
And just, I loved everything he was in.
Yeah, The Saint was probably one of my favorite movies.
Oh, God, that was amazing. If you haven't seen The Saint and you're not up on all of Val Kilmer's old movies, watch The Saint.
Ghost in the Darkness.
Yeah, Ghost in the Darkness.
Top Gun.
That's the one. I started laughing because I started thinking of Top Gun. Not Top Gun. True Spies.
True Spies.
Yeah. Good stuff. Willow.
Yeah. Willow.
Willow.
Oh, and he's going to be part of the series.
Yep.
No. He's behind the scenes in the series.
Yeah, I think he is involved, but I don't know to what extent. But yeah, he is involved, I believe. So good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah. Very good stuff. All right, let's move on to television. Oh, and speaking of Batman, before we move on to television, you remember when I was telling you about how they wanted? We were reading this. I was reading this Facebook article and debating with some of the people in the comments. And one of them said that Bruce Wayne needs the old man Logan treatment, and he literally said that he needs an old man Wayne comic storyline. And I was like, have you actually said that out loud?
Oh, the old man Wayne.
I was like, obviously that ain't gonna work, buddy.
Maybe not. Speaking of Batman news, I guess we need to add that Michael Keaton with the nixing of Batgirl has basically said he's done now.
Oh God!
So,
and he was probably my favorite Batman.
Yeah, but we hopefully. Oh man, WB. Oh, the Warner Brothers after the new takeover. So
yeah,
they have cut, and I think the last rumor is they're looking at 25% of their workforce that they're cutting.
Dear God.
And so they're doing all this to say they're cutting like $3 billion. But they've cut $3 billion, but their stock price has now tanked like $5 billion. So this goes to show cutting back and stuff is not always going to save you on you have to be very strategic about it, and you can't lose your fans.
Yeah,
you can't cut your fans out.
What got them in this position in the first place? It's got to be bad management.
Well, they changed management because they just got sold.
Yeah, well, I mean, God, I don't know. then this new management company is going to run them into the ground or something. Cause
Sounds
holy crap.
like it.
Yeah.
It sounds like they're going to, I don't know,
Are they like
take the
gutting
money
it?
and run, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. All right, are you ready to move into television?
Yeah,
All
TV.
right, let's do it.
television,
All right, what are you watching?
Well, I watched She-Hulk.
Oh yeah.
You know, I hate that it's being really divisive amongst fans, or at least not fans, but people who want to downgrade the show are vehement about putting comments out there. But I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It was 38 minutes and it felt like 5.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. That was actually in one of my notes. I said it felt more like 15 though.
That's because you watched it twice, right?
Yeah. But yeah, we got to talk about the review bombs and stuff, dude. 50% of the people that ranked it on IMDb, 50% of the males gave it a 1 just because it's female led.
And wow, talk about some toxic masculinity and people who just you need to just enjoy stuff in life.
Yeah, this is 2022. Females like
these right here is 2 old guys saying She-Hulk is a winner.
oh yeah, absolutely. I think that's going to be one of them special Marvel shows.
Yeah,
It's really good.
it's funny. It's quippy. It's got good content. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the hell out of it.
And I know I'm going to butcher this name, Jamila Jamil.
Yes.
She hurt her asshole.
Yeah.
She injured her butthole.
She worked so hard. She pulled a muscle there, but I think she was doing some of her own stunts and things. And I think she's a great actress. I liked her ever since The Good Place.
See, I haven't seen her in anything else. I believe she's the host of the Impractical Jokers game show. What is that? The Misery Index?
I haven't seen that, but I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, she's funny. I mean, she can obviously she can act. So.
Oh yeah, and I like, and part of the reason that I'm sure that knowledge came out is because she's, from what I understand of social media, she has no pride in, like a lot of celebrities will not share those embarrassing things. But she will.
Yeah.
She'll own everything, and that's one of the things I love about her.
Yeah, that's kind of funny that she came out and talked about it.
You know, one of the things I really liked about She-Hulk, just the interplay between her and Hulk. A lot of people were like, oh, she's showing off Hulk and all that. And I'm like, well, yeah, because Hulk right now, he's in his smart form.
Mm-hmm.
Hulk is fueled by rage, and he's doing Zen meditation, and I forget whatever it was. So yeah, he's not powerful right now because he's in that Professor Hulk, smart Hulk role.
Are you talking about the meme? Did you see that meme where they showed him in the original Avengers movie where he's flipping the big giant alien?
Yeah.
Oh, so
it makes perfect sense that he's not strong right now because he's not angry.
Well, yeah, I just figured that, he didn't want to kill his cousin or damage her car.
Well, remember the one point of that scene where he did get pissed off because she was showing him up? He threw the rock into space.
Yeah. See, I mean, he's got the strength. He just
he's not angry.
Yeah, it's just like when you're a kid and you hit something and you hurt your hand because you got a temper, and you don't do that anymore when you're an adult because you learn.
Yeah, it was good. So watch She-Hulk.
Yeah, watch She-Hulk. All right. Let's see. What else you got?
All the other stuff I watched was anime.
Okay.
I did miss House of Dragon. It came out, but Sarah wanted to wait because she's off for a few days. So we'll catch that.
Yeah, I ain't got HBO Max, so I'm gonna have to skip that one.
From what I hear, it's getting mixed reviews, so I might suggest until more reviews come in, maybe wait until it's done and binge it.
Well, it is also the biggest premiere to date for HBO.
It is.
Yeah.
It got huge numbers, people reviewing it. A buddy of mine that saw it, he was disappointed because remember back in Game of Thrones season 7 or 8, they had one episode where you couldn't see hardly anything because they filmed it so dark.
Yeah.
Apparently there was about 10 minutes of this episode that was just like that.
How did they not learn from the mistakes?
I don't know.
Wow.
Well, I think what it is they're using very advanced technology.
Yeah.
And they're not taking into consideration that a lot of people don't have those high contrast televisions.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, is it like some sort of HDR stuff?
Yeah.
Like, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I don't even know if I've got that shit enabled on my TVs because My 85 inch is new, but all the other ones in my house are kind of old. I know one of my 55 inches has HDR, but I don't know how good it is.
Yeah, it's definitely something about the contrast ratio with the darks and stuff.
Yeah.
So if you don't have that enabled in your TV, and even very expensive TVs don't all have it.
Yeah. Be prepared to wash out your screen with gamma and brightness all the way up.
Apparently so.
Oh man.
Apparently so.
Now let's see. We got The Boys season 4 has officially started filming.
Nice.
Yeah, and I'm always going to talk about The Boys because that's probably my favorite show.
Nothing wrong with that.
The creator of Sandman, Neil.
Oh, that was the other show I watched. Sandman got a bonus 11th episode.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, that was really cool, and I love part of the reason. So apparently, all of the other people who were up for getting rights for Sandman, the reason that Neil Gaiman went to Netflix is because they were the only studio that agreed to do this episode.
Okay.
And if you've ever read the comics are a lot of ancillary stories. It's not a normal issue after issue after issue following the same storyline. There's a lot of stuff that's tangentially connected.
Okay.
And so this episode was another couple of stories, like episode 5, that were only tangentially connected, or episode 6. And so a lot of people didn't want to do them. But to me, it adds so much to the characters and their motivations that Neil Gaiman knew what he was doing when he wrote these things.
Oh, yeah.
So loved episode 11.
He's very passionate about this project too. Like he so it's the #1 show on Netflix right now, but he's worried that it's not gonna be enough to get him a season 2. But he's got it worked out where he can take it to other platforms.
Yeah. So we might see it somewhere else.
Yeah. But also I didn't know about this. He's so protective. He leaked a horrible movie script for the Sandman just to get it canceled. Like
wow.
I swear to God, I read that last night.
I don't know about that, but Neil is pretty. That could be in the rumors section. I don't know. Maybe it's true, maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, Neil's very savvy in social media, and he's pretty active.
He killed a Sandman movie by leaking the really terrible script.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I can see him doing that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought you meant this show.
Oh, no.
Yeah, if somebody else was going to do a poor Sandman, he would definitely tank it the best way he could. Because he cares about the characters, not just getting paid.
Yeah.
At least that's what it seems like.
Yeah. Okay, so we got Paul Rudd has been cast for season 3 of Only Murders in the Building.
All right.
Apparently, his cameo in season 2 was so good that he's been welcomed back as a main star.
Way to go, Mr. Rudd.
Yeah. And then there's a King Kong series that's in development for Disney Plus.
Okay.
So if you are into the kaiju verse, that is for you. I'll watch it.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with some kaijus. So we mentioned House of Dragon got started tomorrow. Archer.
Yeah. Oh man, already
gets going. Little Demon with Aubrey Plaza and Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
And then the day after that, the 25th, the 3rd season of Star Trek Lower Decks.
Okay.
Which is fun.
That's the animated one?
Yeah, that's the... Well, there's 2 animated ones now.
Oh.
But that's the first of the 2 animated.
Where's
right now?
Where's Little Demon coming out at?
Little Demon is on FX.
Okay.
FXX.
So that'll probably be Hulu.
The FX, there's FX and there's FXX, and I'm not sure if they both come over to Hulu or not.
Well, damn.
So I want to say yes, it's coming to Hulu.
The streaming,
don't know.
The streaming waters are getting harder and harder to navigate.
I know, and I look at them practically every day for this show, so and it's hard to keep them all straight.
Oh, and I also this kind of reminded me because Plex is such a good alternative to streaming. But anyway, if you have a Plex account, you need to change your passwords and stuff like that. I just got an email last night about how somebody was they found suspicious activity in their networks. It doesn't compromise like credit card numbers or anything like that, just accounts and passwords. So if you got a Plex account, change your password.
Okay. The last new show coming out is Stargirl. unless the CW cancels it because of all the Warner Brother things. Maybe they're looking for another write-off. Who knows? But it's set to come out on the 31st. So we'll see.
Yeah. Man, that is terrible. I feel it's not a very good time. Usually it's a very good time to be into geeky stuff. Not for DC fans.
Not for DC fans.
Not for
DC fans are hurting.
Yeah, you guys are getting the hose really bad, and I apologize for that.
Except for the comics, because I have to admit, DC is blowing Marvel out of the water as far as their comic book covers. They've got some amazing artists doing comic book covers, and they have for really the past couple of years.
Yeah.
And they've stolen some of Marvel's better comic book writers.
Oh.
So
maybe they'll have their own DC universe coming out.
Maybe we'll see. They also, I don't know if it's still too early to tell probably, but they changed distribution methods.
Oh, okay.
Because almost everybody went through Diamond, and DC said, no, we're not going to do that anymore. We're coming up with our own thing. So I don't know if that's hurting them or not, because they're going through a different distribution platform. So, but yeah, as far as the comics go, I think they're doing really good. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
No, you want to move into anime?
Anime. And so I watched some really cool stuff this week. I'll start at the bottom of the list. So my least favorite this week was another isekai. And oh man, they pulled the rug out from me, because the first 5 minutes it was talking about all these things that it was going to do differently than other isekai. Like it was going to be a parody or a spoof of isekai, and then it wasn't. It was all the same stuff that all the others have. And so I was very disappointed that it had a moment of a chance that it was going to be something new and different, and it wasn't.
Oh man!
So that's Tsukimichi Moonlight Fantasy, and it's middle of the road. It's middle of the road isekai.
Yeah.
So if you really are into that genre, then definitely check it out. One that is also middle of the road for most people, but I absolutely love, is Why the Hell Are You Here, Teacher? It is a absolutely pervy rom-com.
Is that the one on High Dive that you were talking about?
Yeah. So I finished all the Crunchyroll dubs for the most recent season, and now I'm on to covering the High Dive dubs. And this one, I've watched it 3 times already.
That's a lot of anime.
For me to watch something 3 times is a lot.
Yeah, no.
But I had to watch it because I hadn't seen the uncensored one.
Oh yeah.
And so finally I got to see the uncensored version. It's pervy. If you have any problem with female teachers dating younger students, don't watch it, because that's what it's all about. It's about 4 high school boys who end up dating their female teachers, and it's pervy, but it's also cute.
Yeah.
So you might like it, you might not, whatever. It's
well, that was one of my high school fantasies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I was like, so that reminded me of I had learning disability problems when I was young. And I was the kid that I never made an A in elementary school. I barely squeaked by from year to year. But my 3rd grade year, there was a trainer teacher came down from the college to do her student teaching.
You're right.
And her name was Miss Lovely.
Yeah.
And Miss Lovely gave out a special prize to the kid who could do their multiplication tables the fastest. And so that's the only thing I focused on. I probably practiced my multiplication tables, hours and hours.
You got that motivation.
Oh yeah, I was motivated for Miss Lovely. Motivated. And I could do my multiplication tables really fast.
Yeah,
really
yeah.
fast.
You just got to find the right thing that's gonna make it click for you.
Yeah.
Well, I was a bad kid in elementary school too. It took we had to build things out of Legos and I can't remember what the name of that program was, but you program them to do stuff on the computer. It might not have been Legos. I don't remember. But you build these little...
I think Legos has got something like that.
All right, yeah. But that's what got me more interested in learning, because I could make toys move.
Yeah, motivation is key.
Yeah, motivation is key.
Motivation is absolutely key.
All right.
The last one I watched, and I do. This is the one that I recommend for everybody.
Okay.
Everybody should check this one out. The Demon Girl Next Door.
Ooh.
And it is a parody of a magical girl.
Okay.
So basically, it's a magical girl show where the main character is a completely inept, low-powered demon girl.
Yeah.
And it's all comedy, it's all spoof and stuff. And so she has no chance of beating the magical girl.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, it's fun. It is a very fun and funny anime. Season 2 just got its dubs, and I really liked it. It's got a very slight touch of Yuri in it because there's really no male characters, and so it's about how all the female characters get along.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it's cool. It's another on High Dive. I definitely recommend that one.
Okay, so what is a magical girl anime?
Well, that would be like
Sailor
Cardcaptor
Moon-ish?
Sakura,
Okay.
Sailor Moon is those are the two probably big ones.
Did you hear that they uncovered a trailer for an American version of
Yes,
Sailor
I
Moon?
saw the picture of that one. Boy,
Did you?
was that sexed up, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yes, it was. I'm going to have to watch that trailer just to see how terrible it is. Because apparently the cocaine only worked for 80s movies, not,
Well,
not
yeah.
80s cartoons.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah. Have you watched any other anime?
Those are the only animes that I have.
Okay, so
watched this week.
I finished Naruto. Naruto Shippuden, I finished the whole damn thing.
Wow,
Uh,
that's impressive.
well, I read the manga and then I skipped out on the on the anime when it came out because I already knew what was going to happen. I feel like a lot of times went by and Fallon was rewatching it, so I just jumped in at the end for the episodes that I hadn't seen. Man, there is a scene like have you ever seen Naruto?
Not like it's in entirety. No.
Oh, okay.
No.
So
because I'm me, I'm not a big shonen fan.
yeah. Well, I mean, it's a decent story, but back at the beginning, the only person that really accepted Naruto was his instructor, Iruka.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the show, Naruto was an orphan, so he asked Iruka to stand in at his dad for his dad at his wedding. Dude, I just lost it. I started
Touching moment.
Yeah, almost ugly crying. But man, it was actually a really good anime.
Mm-hmm.
That's my wife's favorite anime, and Dragon Ball is her second one. So, but yeah, we're watching. We finished watching that, so now we will continue with Baruto. Get caught up on that, so I'll be able to give you guys reviews of that stuff, the newest dubs, probably because she's more of a dub person.
Yeah, for me, I think my tastes in anime lie mostly with comedies.
Yeah. Excel Saga.
Yeah, oh yeah.
FLCL.
Just comedies and say Slayers.
Oh god, yeah. Dude, it's been a long time since
Yeah.
I've seen Slayers. I need to find that.
Some good stuff.
Oh yeah. Tenchi Muyo.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I love Tenchi.
That's, I actually liked GXP
Oh yeah.
or GPX.
I think it's GXP.
Yeah, more than I liked regular Tenchi Muyo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I liked the one about his cousin
Mm-hmm.
more than I think the other ones, but whatever.
God, I'm gonna have to find those too. Man, there's a lot of good anime.
Oh
Yeah.
tons of it.
Yeah.
Tons of it.
Let's see here. I only have one piece of news for anime.
Okay.
All
Lay it
right.
on us.
Okay, One Punch Man season 3 has been announced.
Yeah, I saw the announcement
You
for
gotta
that.
love One Punch Man.
Oh yeah, One Punch Man.
I know you're not a shonen guy, but
Well, it is mostly a comedy. So,
oh, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. It makes fun of itself.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that theme song, dude. The first season's theme
I'm
song.
horrible with theme songs.
One Punch! You know that one? It just an epic guitar. One Punch! Oh, God. I can't hit that high note. One Punch!
There you go.
There we
Yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah.
All right, I got it.
Worth it just for that. Yeah, indeed.
Fable?
Fable? Oh my gosh.
Yep, I'm losing it.
All right. So shall we move on to video games?
Yeah, let's move on to video games.
Video games.
What are you playing?
Well, let's talk about Gamecom first.
Okay. I only wrote down the stuff that I really was looking forward to, that I thought looked cool, that
Yeah.
I'm probably going to get.
Yeah, we're not going to go through the whole thing because
Yeah.
they covered way too much. But what was your favorite out of all the games that they revealed? What would you say the one you're looking forward to the most?
Man. Okay. Holy shit. Dude, I don't know if I can choose one. If I had to
hard.
choose one, it'd be Moonbreaker.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
That was
Okay.
mine too.
Yeah, you were telling me about it. See, I had to catch the stream. I had to rewatch the stream later, and JD was sitting here texting me all the cool stuff, and he was telling me about this Moonbreaker game, how you can paint minis and then battle them and stuff like that. So I was looking for it when we were watching it. We made dinner last night. We sat around the kitchen table. We all watched Gamescom together. Um, and this trailer starts playing. I'm like, holy crap, this looks awesome. This looks amazing. So yeah, if you haven't seen the trailer for Moonbreaker, check that out. It's unlike anything I've ever seen before.
Yeah, it's a very unique genre. It's obviously set up as player versus player.
Yeah.
But there's also the whole miniatures aspect to it, and the art looked so good.
Yeah. Oh
The
yeah.
art looks so good on it. So
And you can
got high
go
hopes for
pretty
that.
in depth with the painting of the minis.
it looks like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, well, they even said that, like painting a miniature, they would have like washes and inks and stuff that you could do with your miniature. I was like, oh man,
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
it'll
really
be,
cool.
It'll be something special. I guarantee you this is going to be a very special game.
Well, and they have Brandon Sanderson who did some of the writing for it, and if you don't know, he's probably one of the. I know I looked at the top ranking fantasy sci-fi authors once, and I think he was like number 2 or 3 of all time.
Okay.
So I mean,
What's he responsible for?
Well, he took over Wheel of Time,
Okay.
and then he's got the Mist series. You know, I don't think he's had a chance to do anything real popular. The biggest thing that he got in the news recently is he is the first author to make millions by going Kickstarter instead of a traditional publication route.
Oh.
He went Kickstarter, and I want to say, I don't have the number right in front of me, but I want to say he pulled in like $30 million for his next 3 books by circumventing the publishers and going Kickstarter.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is pretty smart. And dude, but see, I'd never be able to do something like that because I just feel like it would really kill my motivation to do stuff if I didn't make my goal, even if it wasn't like that big of a goal, you know.
Yeah, he definitely. Well, apparently he had some time where he didn't have any books lined up, and he wrote like 3 books over like a summer.
Wow.
And he said, you know what? I don't have any publishers. I'm going to take a risk with these 3 books, and I'm going to put them on Kickstarter, try to, you know, take out the middleman and just go directly from me to the fans. And it worked for him.
That's
so.
pretty commendable. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, get rid of some of these middlemen that just kind of suck up the money and then toss you along your little share of it.
Yeah. I mean, and Sarah deals with that with academic publishing is such a racket because the only people who make money are the publishers. The people writing the stuff don't make any money. It's
That's too bad.
Yeah.
That's real. That's very bad. Very bad.
But Gamecom.
Oh yeah. Okay, so what was your second favorite?
Oh man. I think it was probably Atlas Fallen.
Okay.
Looked really cool. 3D action, high level graphics. And that's what amazed me about Gamecom is so many of the games were just expressing that next gen graphical quality.
Oh god, yeah. Yeah, they really look good. There's some beautiful trailers. Mine was Lords of the Fallen.
Yeah.
That one
would have been my
good.
second and my one after that.
Yeah.
Lords of the Fallen also looked like a good action, probably Souls-like kind of game. And the environments look really cool.
Yeah, they do. Let's see, what else did we do? Sonic Frontiers. I'm definitely gonna get that because it's
do you have a date for that one? I think it's this year.
Oh, I did not see a date. So
Sonic Frontiers, it's Sonic in an open world kind of environment. The trailer looked like they meshed the two pretty well because, you know, Sonic's traditionally a very fast kind of platformer.
Yeah.
And they've taken it to an open world, so they seem to have navigated that pretty well.
Yeah, we got November 8th on that.
Okay.
Back to my notes. Let's see here. We got High on Life with Rick, the Rick and Morty game. Justin Roiland. Dude, that looks so damn fun to me
It'll
now.
be a good time.
Yeah, just hearing the knife. There's an awful lot of cussing in there, so if you're not a fan of like curse words and stuff, don't check it out. But
Definitely for mature audiences
oh yeah,
only.
yeah, it looks if you're
Mature
fan,
/ immature audiences.
yeah. Yeah, if you're a fan of Rick and Morty, you might want to. It'll probably be my first Squanch Games title that I'm going to pick up.
Mhm.
So that's another one I'm looking forward to. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I like the little games where they pit you
Yeah.
against people, so
Yeah.
that one's probably going to be one that I'm going to get. But Gotham Knights,
Oh yeah.
dude,
Coming out soon.
how good does that game look?
Oh, it looks amazing.
We're going to have so much fun.
Oh, yeah.
We need 2 more people to play
To
with.
have a full group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, or we could just be men and beat the shit out of all the criminals in Gotham
You know, I
City.
think between the two of us, we got this.
We're gonna clean
We
that
got
place
this.
up. Yeah, we're gonna do what Batman couldn't do.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah,
But I get to play Batgirl.
that's cool. I want to play Red Hood.
Oh, well, then we're
Yeah.
set then.
Yeah,
Very, very cool. Bethesda announced a little, very small teaser for their new game, Weird Song.
yeah.
So they're obviously wrapping up Starfield,
Yeah, Starfield. There we go.
which is coming out in the spring. So their teaser for Weird Songs got me excited because I love Bethesda stuff. And it was just like a really small teaser for that.
Mm-hmm.
Not much at all. What'd you think about Dune Awakening?
It looks good, dude. I've
Yeah.
never read the Dune books. I've never seen the old movies. I've never seen the new movie yet.
For those of you who want to get into the Dune universe, there's only one book, the first book. Ignore all the others. Don't even bother with the expanded universe. First book, read it over. That's all that exists.
I just I saw the dude with his 2 pickaxes or whatever running at a giant sandworm, and I was
Yeah.
like, you need to be a pretty good monster hunter to be able to do that.
He's not taking it down.
Oh, he's not.
No, those are the things they use to ride them.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, I was sitting here because the monster hunter in me
Yeah.
wants to kill it and make armor and weapons out of it.
No, he's using it for transport.
Transport, huh?
Yeah, that's what those little things that he had. You like put them underneath their scales, and it
Oh,
irritates them in one direction or another, and that's how you ride them.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Dune. Dune riding the worm. If you
Yeah.
want to know how to ride a worm, go to
Oh,
Ogre.
man.
Ogre is going to tell you how to ride the worm.
Oh no. Nice. Oh, what about that Everywhere game? Was it everything or everywhere?
Is
Is that
was
like a metaverse?
I think it was some type of we can make all types of games in this platform.
Was
kind
that
of thing.
not what I was just talking about last week with Epic and Fortnite and how they could just do take your skins to
Oh,
Dauntless and
yeah.
stuff like that?
I don't know if it's like that or if it's more of we're building something where you can play different genres of games in the same. But it's obviously something we'll probably talk about more as new stuff comes out about it, but it sounds very ambitious.
Yeah. Yeah. As far as metaverses go right now, I still think Fortnite's got it. With their creative island, you can go out and make whatever games you want, pretty much.
Yeah, I do miss Fortnite from time to time. If there wasn't so many other good things to play, I'd probably go back in and play some more.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, sometimes I get. We've been playing Among Us on Fortnite quite a bit, which is I like that game. There's like hide and seek, crazy taxi type stuff. I mean, there's some good stuff coming out.
Yeah, maybe that's what Everywhere is trying to be. I don't know though, and they obviously didn't really go into details.
Yeah, it was just a teaser. And then what else we got? We got Dead Island 2. We got a tease for that, and man, it's been a while since the last one came out.
Not made by the same studio.
Oh, it isn't.
Made by Dam Buster Studio, who made Chorus. That was 2 years ago, with mixed reviews. But it looked really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dead Island 2 looked really good. So hopefully, apparently they've created some kind of AI gore simulator kind of thing where it's going to be a super gory game, and
that's up my alley.
they spent a lot of technology to make it gory, so Should be cool.
Yeah,
Should be
and
cool.
Gamescom, I don't know if I already said this, but Gamescom is going to be going on until about the 28th, I believe. So,
Yeah, we may have some more news next
yeah,
week from it.
yeah. Make sure you're watching it. Check in, or at least check the Ogre page. Maybe we'll give you some updates on all the other cool stuff that we run across. Have you been playing anything?
Yes.
Or do you want to talk about more Gamescom stuff? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
The only other thing I'll put the rest of it in notes because they're not as big hitters, but there's going to be a new DualSense controller called the DualSense Edge.
Yeah.
It'll be like programmable, customizable, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that it's either gonna be it's most likely gonna be about $250 to $300. I bet is the price tag on that,
Probably,
which is insane to me.
And for competitive players, they'll get it.
Yeah.
For first-person shooters, that kind of thing, they'll get that.
Yep. I bought the original Elite controller. Actually, I bought 2 Elite controllers for the Xbox. So I'm a sucker.
It's like, you'll have to tell me how it is because I won't spend that much for a controller.
Oh, the Elite controller is actually really nice, but I don't use the back paddles and stuff. It just doesn't feel right to me.
Oh, okay.
So, but it looked like the DualSense Edge has like thumb buttons underneath the thumbsticks.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna work.
I've played a few things. I finished up Assassin's Creed Origins for the second time. It was on Game Pass, and I wanted to play it again. Great. Actually, I was still blown away by how good the graphics are, and even though it's a few years old, it holds up a lot better than a lot of the stuff I've seen this year.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
Yeah, it's sad. The stuff's going backwards a little bit.
It does seem to be.
Yeah.
It does seem to be. And maybe that, because the only game that I think has had better graphics that I've played this year has been Horizon Forbidden West.
Yeah. Yeah, but like people are still obsessed with the photo mode in that game.
Yeah.
Like Reddit people, I think there's a subreddit dedicated just to photo mode from that game. That's how beautiful that looks.
Definitely a great graphic-wise next-gen game that came out this year. I mean, Elden Ring, the graphics aren't as good, but the artistic style for Elden Ring is amazing.
Yeah.
So that makes up a lot of room for that. I played a mobile game, Seven Mortal Sins, which is one of those kind of waifu mobile games.
Oh yeah.
Got your pretty girls, your ecchi stuff. So if you want to find your next waifu game, it's mobile though, so those never hold my interest for more than a couple of days.
Seven Mortal Sins.
Seven Mortal Sins.
Well.
And it's got your pretty girls on that one. Played the new Magic game, Magic Spell Slingers.
Okay. How was that?
I love Magic.
Yeah.
I hate Magic. I love Magic.
Yeah.
I hate Magic.
I know that feeling.
Yeah. It's such a great game ruined by the pay to win aspect that it has become. And Richard Garfield who made it, he said that's what he never intended it to be that way.
Yeah.
It became a game, something that was not his vision, and he made Keyforge, which is amazing.
Yeah.
And if you want a card game, I highly recommend Keyforge, but Magic is just so big, everybody plays it.
But Keyforge, you don't get to build your own deck.
Right.
You have to play with pre-made decks.
Yes.
And that's the downfall of that game for me, because I like building my decks.
Yeah.
But that's where the pay to win.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
Where it goes pay to win.
That's where it goes pay to win.
Ugh.
Yeah. So anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, I loved it. I hated it.
I loved it again.
Yeah. It's great for if you got 15 minutes, pick up, play a game. But the pay to win nature of it, whoever has the best cards, is going to have a leg up.
Yeah.
There is a little bit of skill in there, but if you don't have the cards, it doesn't matter how skillful you are.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. That's it's like World of Warcraft PvP. Gear is greater than skill.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So anyway, Magic Spell Slingers, and then I got to play just a few hours of the new Saints Row game.
Yeah, dude, I've been hearing some bad stuff about that game.
I mean, I'm not that far into it, so I can't say yet, but I enjoyed the first couple of hours.
Okay.
So
Is it wacky like what we come to expect from Saints Row?
so
Okay.
far,
Yeah.
so far. But we'll see as I get past the first, when I get into more of the main open world type stuff, see what's good, what's bad. And it also made me realize that if there's anybody out there still on the fence about whether or not you should get a 4K TV for your new game system, I think my vote is going to be get a TV with a higher refresh rate before you get 4K. And the reason I say this is because most of the games coming out for your Xbox, your PlayStation 4, if you want a smooth rate, you're not going to get 4K. Yeah. They're just not playing at 60 frames per second at 4K. Mm-hmm. Xbox, PlayStation, none of them are playing at that 60 frames per second at 4K.
Right.
So that's my 2 cents about that. But so far I've enjoyed it. I'll probably be well into it by next week, and I'll give a better review of it.
Okay.
What have you been playing?
I've been playing Fortnite, and I unlocked all the Dragon Ball stuff. The Kamehamehas are getting a little...
Has it become Dragon Ball Fortnite edition?
Basically. Okay, so but the week leading up to the Dragon Ball stuff release, people were driving around UFOs, like giant flying saucers, and they got these boulders on the map. So they'll use their tractor beam to, stick the boulder to the ship, and then they just drag it around the map, and it's a one hit kill.
Oh, okay.
And they're big ass boulders, you can't get out of the way of them. So that was happening, and now you just get Kamehameha all over the place. So
at least Fortnite is able to change up the game. It might not always be good, but at least they're able to change.
Yeah, and there's always something new going on in that. So yeah, it's pretty cool. But speaking of Fortnite, Destiny 2 stuff is rumored to be leaking for Fortnite.
Oh, okay.
And Doom guy, the guy from Doom, is supposed to be in the shop too for one of their Game Master series or whatever. So if you are interested in any of those, be watching the shop.
I have Mystique. I need nothing else.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Me, I'm just
you like it. You like it all.
I know.
You are I'm
a collector of just everything stupid.
If we were in the MCU, you'd be the collector and I would be the Grandmaster. And we'd both be like super powered cosmic beings.
I could see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good with being a collector. I'll own it.
See, I couldn't be the collector because even though I have a lot of crap,
yeah,
I get it in constantly, but it goes out constantly.
Oh, I know, dude. So. This guy can buy stuff and then just get rid of it, and I just don't. That's my hang up. Getting rid of it, I just can't do it. It's hard for me.
I'm just like, I get rid of this, I buy 2 new things.
I know, but oh man,
yeah.
Oh, the turnaround.
All good stuff.
Yeah.
So games coming out, unless you have more of stuff you played.
No, I don't.
So on the 25th of August, I know Nick has been asking about this.
Oh, God.
He loves his mech games.
Uh-oh.
But he's so disappointed with the realistic graphics and the detailed combat that he's just like, I wish there was something else. Well, there is.
Oh, God.
Because they have made a Gundam battle game chibi style.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I've heard about this.
It's all chibi mechs and stuff.
Yeah, one of the cosplayers I follow has talked about it.
And it's awfully cute.
Yeah.
But yeah. It's not like
I actually drew chibi Armored Core things for college, and the people in college really liked them. So
yeah, it's definitely cute. So it and from what I understand, it may have some good gameplay. But yeah, if you want your mechs chibi style, you got it.
And if you don't know what that means, just picture like a mech that a Hello Kitty character could fit in.
Yeah. Hello Kitty as a mech. And there we go. That's what you got. Gundam style Hello Kitty. I bought this one and it's on the way. Soul Hackers 2.
Soul Hackers.
And Soul Hackers is in the Atlas world. So Persona, Demon Summoner.
Are they? They're all connected?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. The worlds are all very... it's definitely the same world.
Okay.
But they're not story-wise connected. You're not going to get the same characters.
Right.
You're going to get the same monsters, but not necessarily the same character.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
So Soul Hackers 2 is coming out on the 26th, and I'll be playing that one after Saints Row.
Okay.
So I may not get to it by next week. It might be the week after that I do a review of it. But if you like Persona, then this one should be on your radar too.
Okay.
There is a series of games that if you like the old school role-playing games, and you may have feel like you missed some along the way, Prinny Presents is up to volume 3, and they're doing dual package old school games. So this is the 3rd volume, and you get La Pucelle, which was really good, and Rhapsody, which was pretty good. So if you're looking for some old PlayStation role-playing games that you may have missed on the PS1 or PS2, I think these were both PS2 games, then that series is something you should pick up. And the 3rd one is coming out on the 30th.
Man, I've never heard of any of those games.
They're not your Final Fantasy level. Yeah. They're like right under that. This is the same company that did Disgaea.
Okay.
That's their most popular. But these are definitely your second tier good role-playing games by this company, NIS. So check that out. And that's all I've got for video games.
Now let's move on to other
Geekly things.
Okay, so apparently HBO Max has purged a lot of its shows, and Sesame Street would like you to know that they're on YouTube. So if you got young kids that like Sesame Street and you used to watch HBO Max, you can get them. You can find them on YouTube now.
I am both intrigued and scared by
the comment section in those videos are going to be terrible.
Yeah, oh my god,
there's lots of thirsty people for Muppets. But also this is when stuff like this happens. This is why I like things like Plex.
Yeah,
this is why I like it a lot, because it's just whatever you want, and you get to decide when you want to take it off or whatever. You know, it's just. I can't
control. Yeah, you got more control over it.
I advocate for that program so much. But yeah, that's all the other I got. But I know you got something.
Well, let's wrap it up with a couple things. D&D had some just absolutely huge news this week.
Yeah.
And they are releasing what is called 1D&D.
Mm-hmm.
So the big question before this is, would there be a 6th edition? And this is not 6th edition. This is going to be a slightly modified 5th edition. Mm-hmm. So basically what you're losing is you're going to be losing the way that you create characters now. Mm-hmm. So the only book that really is going to need to be replaced out of your collection is the Player's Handbook.
Yeah.
And then maybe some bits and pieces from other books for specifically races and backgrounds. They didn't touch classes, and they didn't touch game mechanics except for a few minor tweaks.
Okay.
So it looks to be a great set. The most exciting thing, which I say with reservation, is the fact that they are going to be doing a digital playground with it.
Yeah.
Where it's exciting for me because this is what I think new DMs really need to kind of give them that feel of what it's like they'll have all the tools there. They'll be able to play online. It'll probably be easier for them because a lot of the mechanics and rules and stuff are embedded. Mm-hmm. And they'll be able to focus on some of the storytelling as opposed to what the rules are. Yeah. Because the rules, like the combat and stuff, should kind of be built in.
Right.
So that's exciting for new DMs. The thing that I would like to see, though, is I'd like to see them do a edition of Basic with extremely slimmed down rules for people to kind of get their feet wet, because it's intimidating.
Yeah.
If you want to become a dungeon master, it's very intimidating.
Yeah.
So I wish they would make a basic set for people who want to get their feet wet. Mm-hmm. Almost like Hero Quest. Hero Quest rules are so simple.
Yeah.
I wish they would do a D&D version of kind of like that.
That'd be pretty cool.
Just to kind of get people into the system. But we'll wrap it up with the new D&D release, which is in the mail right now from me, and I'll have a review for it next week, is the Spelljammer Adventure Set.
Yeah.
Is coming. D&D in space. We'll take a look at that and break it down for you next week.
Hell yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen and gamers and geeks, this has been Ogre.
Old Guys Geekly Review.
Yeah, we'll catch you guys next week.
Yeah, man.